Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Stadium Brats. I'm Chase Kinnicky, your host of Stadium Brats. And with me, I've brought back Johnny Amizich. Hello, Johnny.
Returning champ.
Oh, yeah.
Johnny Amizich.
Returning chump. Good morning. It's too fucking early. You made me wake up so early. I mean, it's not that early, but it's early for me. It's a weekend morning. Chase likes to sleep. So I'm still waking up a little bit. So we're giving Lieutenant Surge a chance. That's what we're even in the odds, I would say, right?
Yeah.
Johnny, we're at the Gym Leader Challenge, Gym Leader Castle here, which means I'll show off. I'm showing everybody. Look at all these trophies. Got them all.
Trophies.
Got them all. So feeling good there. I got this sweet Dodrio Game Boy Tower for doing that. So now, if I were able to put a Pokemon Game Boy cartridge in this Switch, which I cannot, but if I could play it at 3 times normal speed.
Wow.
I know, pretty insane. But otherwise, it's just a gold Game Boy. So that's something. So we're into the Gym Leader Castle. I wasn't 100% sure what this was going into it last time. I didn't know if it was just a single battle against each gym leader, and then I believe there's a battle with Mewtwo at the end. That is what I've heard. I think what happens when the smoke clears on the right side of the screen, Mewtwo's just going to be there. But it turns out that each of these gyms is a series of 4 battles, 3 trainers, and then the gym leader themselves.
Okay.
And the gym leaders still have basically their type, but they also have some additional Pokemon for coverage. Like Brock had a Vulpix, which that's
canon.
That's canon, yeah, absolutely. That's in the anime. Misty didn't really have much different. I mean, there's no Togepi in this game, so she couldn't really get that. But she was mostly water Pokemon. But their trainers under them can still kind of use whatever. So we went up against like a bug team and other things like that. So we still need a somewhat balanced team, but we do definitely need some Pokemon that are good specifically against the gym leader as we're going in. And also, I still don't know if I'm going to stick to this, but I'm at least probably going to stick to it for this episode too. I'm doing kind of a knockout system where once I pick a Pokemon for a gym challenge, I can't pick that Pokemon for any future gym.
Okay.
So
kind of some self-imposed.
Yeah, a little extra challenge because these have not been too hard so far. But also that's just Brock and Misty. So it's very possible going in here against these 3 trainers and then Surge. I want to keep some of the good Pokemon when I get to the harder stuff. So right. I'm trying not to pick the best of the best, but also part of the challenge is dealing with what you got. So we'll still do our same thing here. We're gonna pick 6 Pokemon. Johnny, I would like you to pick 3 of these for us, or at least like get us started on things that you like and things that you think might work, and then I can pick 3 to round it out.
I mean,
and I've got a list here that tells me all the Pokemon that were picked for the last 2, so okay. I'll let you know if something's already been picked.
I mean, I feel like we should definitely get at least 1 or 2 ground type.
I love that idea.
Maybe some of the maybe a Diglett instead of Dugtrio.
Interesting idea. I mean, Diglett has Earthquake, which is great. I'm perfectly fine with a Diglett. Hadn't been picked yet. Dugtrio had been picked before, so glad we avoided that one. All right, you got another one as I try to adjust this list to not say Dogleg when I want it to say Diglett, because autocorrect is a asshole. All right, what else you got?
You said there'd be a Vulpix, so maybe.
Well, Vulpix was Brock. Surge can do whatever he wants.
Oh, right. Sorry. Let's see here. Maybe we want to bring.
There was a sailor that I know we're fighting at the top, so he doesn't necessarily always have water Pokemon, but could
Yeah, I
could
was
potentially.
gonna say maybe a electric type.
Yeah.
But then that would.
Electric types that have already been picked include Electabuzz, and that's it. So anybody but the
Okay.
best one.
Pikachu it is, or Jolteon. Jolteon's right there.
Ooh, yeah, I think
Jolteon not very good in this one.
no. I think Jolteon might be too good. I think Jolteon
Okay,
might be too good.
Let's hold.
Like
off
these
on
are not the
Jolteon
best movesets, but one of the ways I've heard to beat Mewtwo is to use Toxic with Jolteon because it's one of the only things that can outspeed it, and then you just pray. And then you just pray that Mewtwo doesn't massacre your team by
let's
the
hold off on Jolteon.
Yeah.
And let's do a Raichu.
A Raichu, I think we can do. Number 26 in the Pokedex.
And
That's,
maybe,
it's fine. We'll make it work.
maybe a Sandshrew or Sandslash.
Okay. Sandslash has Dig. Not the best speed. Man, I thought these things were faster. But that'll work. Alright, that's a solid 3. None of which had been picked before. Why don't... Feeling like we want some coverage stuff at this point. Maybe a grass type of some sort would also be decent against Surge. I mean, Elite Steeder's not the worst thing. Yeah, let's go ahead and do Venusaur. And then... let's see, what else sounds nice? I still would like to do a fighting type sometimes. Just the fighting types really suck in Gen 1.
It's a shame, because I think Primeape is pretty cool.
I also think that Primeape is pretty cool. I probably want a psychic type. Of the psychic types we've used so far, it is Mr. Mime, I think, is the only one we've used.
Best
so
one.
far.
Shit.
You know what? This Slowbro has Dig. That's pretty good.
Let's do it.
So he might be a decent option just as some coverage. And then... oh man, Onix is so bad. It does have Explosion though. There's no... I don't believe there are continues like there were in the previous game. Or in the previous stadium stuff. So I don't think we have to worry about always trying to be perfect. So we could use Explosion strats and just let something die. But again, even with Explosion, Onix's attack is so poor.
It really is.
There's the meme, and we'll check it here. Look at Onix here. Attack 74. Let's go back up to one of our good friends here. Okay, they've balanced it out. So this Caterpie's attack is 59, but the base attack for both Pokemon in Gen 1 is the same. So they've definitely boosted some Onix attack. You know what? We're never gonna get a chance to use it again. Let's use Onix. This is the one time somebody could theoretically use Onix. It does put our team in kind of a hole because we're really only using 3 ground types. But
We're risk takers here, Chase.
we are. My only thought is maybe we want something that flies. Nah, fuck it. Let's take Onix. If we lose, we lose.
Guys.
Yeah. Now this isn't roguelike style. If these things die, or Nuzlocke style, where if these things die, I can't use these anymore, and I have to pick another set. That would be fucked.
Yeah. Let's not impose
Yeah. All right.
arbitrary rules like that.
We've got 4 water types, a flying type, and a fighting type. So let's lead with Raichu.
Solid.
Let's take Venusaur and Slowbro. I think that's a solid set for this guy.
Here comes the first opponent. An easy victory should be within reach.
Whatever you
And
say,
he-
Mr. Announcer Man.
And of course, he brought the one Pokemon that Raichu isn't great against. We could just switch right to Slowbro.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just do that. No reason to put Raichu in danger, or we're gonna need him for the other two for sure. It does put us down a turn, but I don't think this Machop can do anything too crazy to us. Yeah, submissions. That's gonna do nothing.
The attack wasn't effective.
It's not very effective, apparently.
What a
Yeah, knocked
furious
itself down.
match.
This Machop looks kind of funny.
Yeah, it's really
Face each other.
muscly, bony. It's yeah. I mean, it always looked weird, but feels like a little extra weird,
There's the
just with the
attack.
low poly look.
Severe hit.
Okay, I think we're
Neither
in
one
solid ground here.
an inch. What's that? There, it's a hit.
So he doesn't really have anything good to switch to. Because if he has Spearow, it's just going to do neutral damage. And then all the water Pokemon are going to do normal
What
or
will the next
ineffective
Pokemon
damage to us.
be?
Is it going to be...
Oh,
Golduck. Okay.
it has to make up for lost ground.
I think we still just stay in at this point. Because Slowbro's really not necessary anymore.
This battle is still
So instead of
up
going
in
down another turn, we'll just sacrifice Slowbro. So why don't we try... I think Headbutt in this generation still has a chance to flinch, but there is no world where Slowbro is faster than Golduck.
No.
I mean, slow is in the name, and they weren't lying. We could
Trainer
dig.
hasn't issued an order.
If we dig and they have that Spearow, though, they're just gonna switch to it. So let's go with Headbutt. Let's see what happens. They might just knock us out with whatever they've got. Oh, they're digging. Fuck!
Burrowed underground.
We could have used dig. Damn it!
What's this? Oh, the attack.
There's
Uh,
nothing there, Slowbro.
The intense battle.
All right. Well, we have to hope we don't get knocked out by dig now. I think we probably will.
What'll it do?
Oh no!
Oh.
Wow,
It's a hit.
All right.
we tanked that pretty okay.
Took it on the chin.
What now? Boom!
I didn't do great.
Fire
Okay. If he's gonna dig again, then we should dig again. Yeah. All right.
It's burrowed underground
Well,
again.
this if it's just gonna keep doing this, then we've beaten it
Burrowed underground. What a
in
furious battle.
kind of roundabout way.
Furious battle indeed.
Yeah, oh yeah. Look at this intense battle of
That's
two
not bad.
holes. Just
What's that? A decent hit. The heated battle rages on.
oh, it's so heated.
Now,
Cooked, as the kids would
the
say.
underground attack
Yeah,
continues.
this
This
is
Golduck is cooked.
this is very silly.
Burrowed underground again. Neither one is considered
It's the one reason why going second is
How's that?
actually better in this
Hit the
instance.
target.
It's so dumb.
You mean when the computer is just spamming dig?
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Pokemon are exhausted.
So I don't know exactly how the AI works in this game, but I know at least in Gen 1, some trainer in Red and Blue, some trainers will have what's called good AI,
It's burrowed
which means they will
underground
always
again.
try to use a super effective move if they got it. It's one of the reasons why you could take any poison type into Lance, and outside of his Gyarados and his Aerodactyl, I think you're just fine because all of his Dragonairs and Dragonites know agility. So even though those are not damaging moves, Lance will just try to spam agility because it's a psychic type. It's a psychic type move. It beats the poison type, obviously. And you're like, yeah, dude, but that move doesn't do any damage. And he's like, no, it'll work.
No,
It'll work.
Trust me.
So yeah, you could have a level 5 Tentacool with Poison Sting, and you'll beat every dragon he's got. Unless, maybe you'll run out of Poison Sting and struggle to death. But Lance ain't killing you. You'd have to kill yourself at that point. So, what also happens is, I think we're gonna go for. Let's just go for
What's
dig
the
again.
matter, trainer?
When you're facing another trainer who doesn't have any super effective moves against you, they'll try to do their most effective thing.
Yeah.
And so that Golduck probably has other water moves that are going to be not very effective against Slowbro. So they just choose not to use those moves, which probably locks it into having to use Dig. Now this Slowpoke
Trying an interesting strategy.
has used Psychic and Surf on us, which are both moves that are ineffective. So I'm guessing it doesn't have anything else it can do. So maybe it has two water moves or two psychic moves, or it's also possible that maybe it just has two non-damaging moves and they change the AI a little bit in Stadium. I don't know enough about the AI stuff, especially in this game, so I can't really help there. But we are going to do decent damage to this Slowpoke as it slowly kills us. But this was a lot easier than it should have been.
Good job, Slowbro. Good work.
So now we'll just switch to Raichu and we'll put this thing out of is misery. Unless we miss. Thunder's only 70% accurate.
The remaining Pokemon stock is 2 to
We
1.
could just miss 10 times in a row and it would murder us.
Here it comes. Thunder!
Or we could critical
Or we could
hit,
knock-
super
yeah.
effective, hit it on the first move, and
Down and out.
It's super dead.
just call it a day.
And there goes the battle.
All right, one down. Feeling good.
Take that, Sailor. Sailor Jerry.
Go back to the SSN, you piece of shit.
The the bullet ricochet sound. That was pretty good.
It's like they just ripped it straight from GoldenEye.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this guy has a pretty electric focused team, which is interesting because we're probably going to get the
Yeah.
same thing from Surge. So I mean, we got three ground types here. So let's lead with that Diglett. Let's take our Sand Slash and let's go with the Onyx. I guess we could have brought the Venusaur. Nah, this is fine. This is a fine team.
Here's the second adversary. The challenger needs to stay calm to earn victory.
Man, Electabuzz is cool.
Electabuzz is cool. It might outspeed us.
Now,
It does. That might one-hit KO us.
vigorous attack.
Oh.
Oh.
Sorry, bud.
Big whiffa.
Sorry, bud.
Fighting.
Oh, and the crit. That's
Taken down on the word
that's disappointing. I'm sorry, buddy.
This
I hate
is
to
the
see it,
wild one from
but
the
you
word
love to see
go.
it.
That's very true.
Oh, it's Voltorb.
I mean, I wonder what Surge is going to have, because Surge in the game has a Voltorb and a Raichu. I think in
Oh, a horrible freak.
Gen 2 he also has a Magnemite or a Magneton when you go back to Johto.
Yeah, that sounds right.
A bad Pokemon.
In the manga, he's got an Electabuzz. I know that.
One hit.
But
There's
this
a
trainer
difference
has
in the
all
number
of those Pokemon.
reserve Pokemon.
And he's got his Raichu, of course. Which I don't think this guy's got a Raichu.
The remaining Pokemon
that a
count is
shiny?
3 to 1. The battle
I
has
guess
begun.
I'm still. I know they have slightly different color palettes for at least some of the opponent Pokemon, just in case you had a mirror match, so you know whose is whose.
Hmm.
But it does. Some of them do look shiny, and some of them have absolutely been shiny.
That was over so quickly.
Yeah, that was the nothing match.
That was...
We did face a Nidoqueen in Pokemon Stadium that was that kind of purple color that is absolutely the Nidoking color palette, which is what the shiny is. Okay, Fire and Poison, which Ground is also going to do just fine on. Just as something a little different. Why don't we lead with Sand Slash this time? And we'll also take Onyx and Diglett again. Maybe I should have brought Slowbro for the water moves, but I think we'll still be fine. I wish Sandslash was better, you know?
No, it just has such a cool design.
It gets no moves. And in Gen 1, like you face that first trainer before Brock. You know, you're light years away from Brock, is what he says. And then you face him and he's got a Diglett, and you're like, what the hell's that? I've never seen that before, because you're just all you've done
starting.
is the Viridian Forest at that point. And then his next Pokemon's a Sandshrew, and you go, what the hell's that? That thing looks awesome. And like all it knows is Scratch or whatever, so it's not a big deal.
But it looks cool.
It looks so cool. And then if you're playing Pokemon Red, he's not even in the game. You can't even find one. You gotta get Blue for that. But yeah, I just thought they
Blue's
looked.
the one I had.
Hey, Blue's a great game. I think if you stacked the version exclusives for both, man, it'd be tough. It'd be tough. I'm gonna pull that up.
Blue
Actually,
and then yellow.
Yeah, why don't you do that? Would you mind pulling up the version exclusives for Red and Blue? And we can just read through them and try to decide which one has the better set.
So exclusive to Red,
Yeah.
Ekans Arbok,
Yeah.
Oddish,
Ooh.
Mankey,
Yeah.
Growlithe,
Ooh.
Scyther,
Yeah.
Electabuzz.
Damn. That's tough to beat.
Blue, Sandshrew, Vulpix, Meowth, Bellsprout, Magmar, and Pinsir. I think Red takes.
I think Red wins. I mean, outside of I would trade the Sandshrew line for the Ekans line over to Red, but then I'm pretty sure outside of that, it's a clean sweep on like every other one.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think Red is the choice in of those two.
Cerebi.net.
The lame thing to me as a kid was, you know, I didn't always have a lot of people to trade with.
Yeah.
So
That's it. That's over.
this was a nothing match. So when they talked about Yellow, it was like, oh, it's the definitive version. You're like, oh, is this the one where you can catch them all in? Because then that's the only one I need, right?
No, it's not.
And no, absolutely, it's not. There's a bunch of stuff missing from Yellow.
I
Although
still am sad I never got the Surfing Pikachu.
it's cool. It's kind of cool.
Because it's random, right? Like it's when you start the game, it rolls it to determine whether or not.
I don't think
it'll be able to
so.
surf?
I think so. One of the things I think it's actually in this game. You can if you beat everything, you can put a Pikachu. You can transfer your Pokemon Yellow Pikachu into this, or maybe any Pikachu, and then give it Surf. I think it's actually through this game, through Stadium. Like if you beat everything, that you can then transfer it and get it in.
I had a strategy guide or something, and it made it seem like it was.
I think there might have also been like a Toys R Us thing where you could get a Surfing Pikachu.
Yeah, they described it as this elusive thing that.
Yeah,
you know.
I mean, hey, you got a computer. You tell us. Going up. Is this Surge? Yeah, it is Surge.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's got a boring ass team. Look at how boring this team is. I just picked 3 Pokemon and then also their evolutions. Whatever.
Oh yeah, by using Pokemon Stadium or an event distribution.
Yeah, look at that. I think I did get one. I think I got one through a Toys R Us though. I mean, it's long since been erased or lost through the battery in my games being dead. But yeah, Surfing Pikachu, pretty cool. All right, Johnny, what do we think here? I mean, we could just go Diglett, Sandslash, Onyx again.
We could. We should.
We haven't seen any Venusaur. We haven't seen any Onyx.
We should switch to Onyx at the very end.
Yeah.
And make it kill itself.
I agree. I agree.
So Onyx
So-
has to be there.
So why don't we lead Sandslash? Let's take Venusaur and let's take Onyx.
Okay.
I feel a little bad leaving Diglett out, but we've seen a lot of Diglett.
Hey,
We've seen no
Diglett,
Venusaur.
we wouldn't have gotten this far without Diglett.
You're damn right. And Venusaur, it's not super effective against these things, but at least it resists the electric that any of these guys are going to do. So let's just dig. Oh, look, he's using our strats. Oh, and it crit? Oh, no.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
It didn't knock us out, though.
It didn't knock us out, but that's also one of their weakest Pokemon. And now he's bringing the Raichu.
Did we dig?
This thing's faster than us. If this thing has, like, Mega Kick or something, it's taking us out. I'm wondering if we should just switch into Venusaur, because it's not going to use an electric move on us, because it knows it can't. That won't work.
Mm-hmm.
But having Sandslash as something else we can switch back into to counter an electric move, I think is worth losing the turn. So let's go Venusaur. And Venusaur also doesn't have an effective move to just use on the crack. Hey, it had Surf. Look at that. Called it like a champ. Hell yeah.
Stupid asshole.
All right. So now it's probably going to use. I think we Leech Seed here. We could try Solar Beam, but we'd have to wait a couple turns. I think if we're going to do that, having Leech Seed and Poison Powder set up is probably going to do better for us. Yeah, so it's switching to Body Slam, which should be fine. We're okay. Oh my God! Look at look at the look at Venusaur's eyes when it gets hit, and also when it attacks. Did you just see that?
They turn all bloodshot.
This thing's fucking high as hell.
Yeah. Oh, we got it.
This Venusaur is on drugs, Johnny.
Who would ever do such a thing?
Man, one of these body slams is going to end up paralyzing us at some point. Yeah, maybe just kills us. We probably should have done Solar Beam there instead. I mean, the poison's definitely going to kill it eventually, but
It's being poisoned and its life is being drained.
yeah, which is good. I mean, we're gonna live, but the problem is, if this thing kills our Venusaur, it sweeps the rest of us with Surf. So I might have fucked up. We might have just lost this, because we're definitely not living another turn.
No.
And this thing's faster than Onyx, and it's probably faster than Sandslash. I think I beefed it.
Uh-oh.
I think I beefed it. Well, I guess we could have switched to. I guess we should have switched to Onyx there too. Man, we double beefed it, because if Onyx could have taken a hit and exploded,
Mm-hmm.
then we would have been fine. But now Onyx can't explode if Sandslash dies.
Can we just switch to Onyx again?
No, because it couldn't take two Surfs. Yeah, we beefed it. It's over. Oh, that's so sad. Lieutenant Surge, such a chump in Gen 1. But, he's gonna beat us. At this point,
Pride cometh before the fall, I guess.
yeah, let's just go out on our own terms, hopefully. I mean, Surf's gonna kill us, but
Oh, no.
if on the off chance it doesn't kill us, I have chosen Explosion, so we will die either way. Yeah, it was a one-hit KO. All right, my worry is that because there's no continue system here, that we might have to start over from the beginning. Which would not be great. Restart, re-enter, or restart at this gym. What the hell does that mean?
Would re-enter be...
Does re-enter mean the whole thing? Because restart at this gym makes me think, oh, you can just start at Lieutenant Surge again.
Yeah.
Or is it the idea that re-enter is, oh, you can pick new Pokemon? I mean, does re-enter make us go against Surge again? Okay, you know what? This is this is not cheating. I just need to know what it means. We're making a suspend point. And we're going to hit re-enter and see if it makes us do the whole thing again or just Surge again. So re-enter. That's going against everybody again. Okay, so hang on. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Suspend menu. Load. So restart at this gym. What does that mean? Okay, so it's just, do you want to take the same Pokemon in, or do you want to pick new Pokemon for the thing? So we want to go back to what we had and just re-enter. So I think the team is fine. We just picked the wrong group there. So hey, maybe this is one where we only face one gym leader. Because I'm not gonna make you sit through this and Erica. So that's okay. We can just space these things out a little bit more. We'll be fine. We just have to do everything we did before. This time we're gonna lead Slowbro because that worked out pretty well.
Yeah, it did.
And then let's take Venusaur and Raichu. Anyway, that's fine. We can chill. Why don't you pull up the list of gold and silver version exclusives, and we'll see if any of those floater boats. Man, he brought Shelder this time, and that Shelder actually is pretty good against most of our stuff. Let's just try Headbutt, see what happens. This thing's got great defense. Oh, it explodes too. Great, awesome. Love that.
Just leading with that. Okay, you ready?
Yeah, hit me.
All right, for gold, if Mankey, Growlithe, Spinarak, Gligar, Teddiursa, and Mantine.
Okay.
Silver is Vulpix, Meowth, Leddyba, Delibird, Skarmory, and Phanpy.
Ooh. I would say I mostly don't care about any of those Pokemon. On the gold side, I like Mankey and I like Teddiursa. I like Teddiursa a whole lot.
Yeah.
And then on the silver side,
that's what I had. I had gold. When I was a kid.
I had silver because Lugia was I cared about Lugia so much more. I mean, I eventually ended up getting both because I was that kind of a kid who just needed to play all the Pokemon. So on the silver side, I also really like Skarmory. That's a tough choice, Skarmory versus Teddiursa. And then I also really like Donphan. I really like Donphan because of the anime. Because when they got to Johto, one of the first things they saw or found was a Donphan.
Yep.
And when it rolls up into its ball and just like does the wheel and
oh yeah,
murks, I guess it's Pikachu, just murks Ash's Pikachu. I'm like, holy shit, that thing is so rad! Look at that thing, it's like a fucking wheel. It's a baby wheel. That's a bad meme. It's an old meme. It's not a bad meme. It's just old. So yeah, I've always had a soft spot for Donphan after that. He's not a great ground type compared to all of the other great ground types you can get, but I still like a Donphan.
The remaining Pokemon count is 3-1. The battle has become one-sided.
Well, this is
Round again.
familiar.
Yeah.
What's next? Oh, the attack missed. Sparks are flying in this heated match. What's this?
Bad thing with dig is it's always going to take 2 turns, so it slows things down just a little bit.
What'll it do?
Super effective.
The crit though, you know, meant a double damage, so it kind of evened out. Why don't we try a headbutt? Let's see how much damage a headbutt does.
What now? A decent
Yeah,
hit.
it's fine.
Yeah.
What's next? It didn't do much damage. Neither one is
Let's stick with the
succeeding in
digs. At least we're only taking 1 move of damage each time with dig.
Burrowed underground. What's this? Oh, that's a miss. The intense battle continues.
Come on, slow
Get him,
bro.
slow bro.
Good hit.
Oh, what? Come on now.
What now?
It's fine. We should live this.
That was weak.
1 more headbutt will do it.
Pokemon are exhausted.
I do like that animation, having the
There, it's a hit.
it's fucked up they call that thing a shelter on its tail, but having the shelter bite the tail to to force the Slowbro into like, oh right, I was supposed to do a move, thanks. That's fun. I like that.
So Slowbro has the shelter on its tail.
Mhm.
Cubone has the Marowak skull on its head.
Yep.
What are some other? Isn't there one that like eats the dreams of children or something?
That's drowsy. I think that's what
be
I think
right.
that's what a drowsy does. We'll do what worked so well last time and just lead with Diglett and murder everything.
Here's the second
Yeah. What are some other like
needs to stay calm to
Pokemon that
victory.
interact with other Pokemon in some way? So like there's the idea that
Oh,
swapping.
Pokemon.
There's the idea that like a Kangaskhan is related to a Cubone,
Mhm.
and that maybe the kid Kangaskhan, maybe it's actually that if a Kangaskhan dies, and then the kid Kangaskhan takes the mom's skull, and that's actually what the first Cubone was, and then that just kind of
But then it evolves into Marowak.
well, yeah, but like, what if Marowak is still just a Cubone though? What if they just called it something different, but like it's still just a
They're
Cubone?
staring each other down.
Or even that it's somehow split off at some point, and now the idea is that it's like, oh well, you know, it's now its own species, but the first Cubone was a Kangaskhan kid.
There, it's a hit.
There's a theory out there that a
The bear hit.
oh he
Neither
lived.
one is
There's the theory out there that a Gengar is a dead Clefable because they have similar silhouettes.
good hit.
That'd be pretty funny, actually.
That would be quite funny. It doesn't really make sense when you take into account Ghastly and Haunter and Clefairy, but you know they do have similar silhouettes, so that's at least maybe something that was considered
It
in
has to make up for lost
initial
ground.
design. This
How
thing
will the
certainly
type
outspeeds
difference
us.
affect
Yeah,
that?
that's not gonna work. Diglett does not get to sweep the whole thing like he did last
No,
time.
It's a shame.
It's down.
I always
alright.
liked Electrode. I thought Electrode
Which
looked cool.
Pokemon
Yeah,
is
again,
coming
didn't
out?
have any good moves, but it
Yeah.
is the fastest Pokemon in Gen 1.
Oh, it's
Onyx's time to shine.
the Pokemon are entirely different types.
We're gonna lead with her, or start with her quick though. I still want to explode, but this is not the time to explode. We're gonna explode on that Electabuzz.
The attack wasn't effective.
I mean, there's the hey, Magneton's made up of 3 Magnemites. Dugtrio's made of 3 Diglets.
That one hurt.
There's that mouse from Scarlet and Violet that like starts as 2 mice and then it evolves and it can evolve into 3 or 4 mice. Like it has kids.
There's nothing left in reserve.
Right,
The
Buzz
remaining
Ace.
Pokemon stock is 2-1.
Should
The
we
sad battle continues.
should we use an earthquake first and then explode, or do we just immediately explode? Let's live a little. Let's live a little. I want to see this Onyx blow the fuck up.
There's the attack.
Psywave.
Yeah, Psywave's just a trash move. I can't remember exactly what Psywave does. I think it randomly does. Oh, it didn't kill it.
Oh my god.
I think it randomly assigns damage, base damage between like 5 and 50 or something. So like at best, it's a bad psychic move, but at worst, it is the worst
horrible.
psychic move imaginable.
Now, the battle is coming right down to the wire. What now?
Hey, this guy's gonna stick with it.
There, it's a hit.
Poor Onyx couldn't even get the kill.
Burrowed underground. What a furious battle. Lead. The move failed to click.
Sorry, bud.
Big fail.
Lear does have great animation though. I like that. I think Glare uses the same animation, but maybe different color eyes.
The battle.
Glare? What is glare? Is it just an extreme
Uh,
lowering of defense?
Glare is a paralysis move
Oh.
that I think in Gen 1 only Ekans and Arbok can learn. It is kind of weird how there are these kind of relatively de facto signature moves for some Pokemon. Like some of them make sense, like a Crab Hammer for Krabby and Kingler. Like, yeah, hey, it's the only crab you got. You made a water move that's called Crab Hammer. You're going to give it onto the one that's a crab. Makes sense. Oh, actually, reselect. I still want to use Onyx as much as possible. So we'll go Sand slash Slowbro Onyx.
It's the gym's
Trying to think of some other Pokemon that have those kinds of moves. Hitmonlee has Rolling Kick, Jump Kick, and High Jump Kick, and it's the only one that learns any of those moves. Like, hey, what if you gave the fighting moves
Pokemon
to
the fighting
any of the
Pokemon.
other fucking fighting Pokemon? What are you doing?
Well, none of them know how to kick.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, they can learn Low Kick. They can learn Mega Kick, which isn't a fighting move, but still, it kicks.
Super effective.
It's bullshit.
Wow, take it down.
Um,
One hit. What will
This
the
is
next
it's
Pokemon
not a signature move in that way, but Zapdos, Dodrio, and Fearow, I think, are the only ones that can learn Drill
How
Peck.
will the type difference affect that?
Yeah, that's
It's
some
Burrow
strange
underground
choices
again.
Yeah,
have been made over the years.
and it's weird because I feel like some parts of Gen 1 are really smart.
Furious
That they really chose things for specific reasons, and those reasons are interesting and make you play the game in an interesting way. Like Brock as the first gym leader. That it's either going to teach you. I mean, either way, it's teaching you about type advantage, because if you picked Squirtle or Bulbasaur as your starter, that fight is nothing. That's a nothing fight. If you chose Charmander, it kind of teaches you, hey, sometimes you just have the wrong Pokemon for the job, and you need something else. Your Charmander's gonna have a bad time. You should really find something else. But then they go ahead and don't give you anything that is actually effective to switch to. Like you can't find a water Pokemon or a grass Pokemon And pre-yellow, you can't even find anything that gets a fighting move. Yellow gives Mankey and Nidoran double kick, I think. Which
Old man.
could
Take that,
potentially
old man.
work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go back home. But I do like that it teaches you about type advantage stuff from the very beginning, and also it's Onix is a very intimidating looking Pokemon. It obviously sucks as we see in this, but it's an intimidating looking fucker. And I think they actually probably tuned the stats down on Onix to make him more beatable in the main game, and didn't care about somebody using an Onix themselves, which is a weird choice. Because I think most people would go to that Brock fight and go, "Wow, Onix is so cool." They'd watch the anime and go, "Wow, Onix is so cool," and then you catch one in the game and like you'd want it to be good, and it's just not. So yeah, they made some choices that are just really smart and some that don't make any fucking sense at all. All right. We still want to have Venusaur. Do we want to lead? No, we don't want to lead Venusaur. I think we still want to lead Sandslash. Take Venusaur. And then I think taking Onix still works. And also having that rock type is going to work really good to switch it in if somebody's trying to use Takedown or something. So I don't think we switched to Diglett. I think we had the right team. We just shouldn't fuck
we
up.
botched. Yeah,
Yes.
we got overconfident.
I say we. I know I'm making these decisions, but you're here, so you're culpable. All right. We know this thing has Surf. We're going to switch to Venusaur immediately. We'll tank one Surf. And then instead of trying the Leech Seed Poison Powder thing, we'll just go straight into Solar Beam.
Okay.
And it might take us 2 Solar Beams to kill this thing, but we can tank 4 of his moves. Or I guess 5 of his moves, since we just took one there. What we can't do is try Leech Seed and Poison Powder and just not do any damage to him. It would also be bad if this thing paralyzed us, but so far it hasn't.
Let's hope not. Is Raichu going to be his best?
I mean, if he brings that Electrode, that thing is still... Oh, God, it did paralyze us. That is still, like, the fastest Pokemon. So it's possible that thing could do some stuff to us. Oh, crit Solar Beam!
Yes.
All right, that's fine.
Almost.
That's fine. I don't mind that at all. Let's use Takedown. Yeah, I don't mind that at all, because now... Well, I guess this thing's still out... Oh, you know what? I was going to say, this thing still outspeeds our other 2 Pokemon. We do have to kill it here. So we probably just killed ourselves. But it worked. Oh, wait, no. You don't get recoil... That's right. You don't get recoil damage in this game if you knock out a Pokemon. I think you still do in Gen 1. But
I was going to say, I thought that Venusaur would just be dead after this.
Yeah, but I think they switched how... what's the word I'm looking for? How Hyper Beam and self-damaging moves work in here. Because now, we've said this a number of times on the show, but if you kill something with Hyper Beam in Gen 1, you don't have to recharge. But if you kill something with Hyper Beam in this, you still have to recharge. That's one of the changes they made. We're dead either way. I don't think there's any reason to keep this Venusaur around, so let's just take our licks. Sonic Boom, I think, is a move that only the Voltorb and Magnemite line have in Gen 1. So that's another somewhat signature move.
Here's a Pokemon. The Pokemon are entirely different types.
I believe that only Vileplume. I believe that only Vileplume and maybe Victory Bell have Petal Dance.
There's only one Pokemon left in reserve.
What does Petal Dance do again?
Petal Dance is like it's like
Use it
Outrage,
so infrequently. Okay.
where it's 2 to 3 turns of really good damage, but then it confuses itself afterward. All right, Johnny, we're gonna be a little dumb, but I think we've got it in the bag now. We're gonna switch to our boy,
Here's a Pokemon trainer.
and we're gonna blow up on this motherfucker.
Let's do it.
This Magneton doesn't have any grass moves. It doesn't have any water moves. Hyper Beam's the best it's got, and it's ineffective against us. This is perfect. This is perfect.
Attack wasn't effective.
Much better choices made this
Yeah,
time around.
we're good. We're good. We're still gonna explode. I don't. This is probably not a one-hit KO, but we're doing it, baby. Earthquake might be a one-hit KO, so I don't want to use that. I want to blow up. It only did half damage. Man, Onyx sucks. Oh, poor Onyx.
We're down to one
That's okay.
Pokemon
It's not going to do anything against the Sand Slash. I mean, the best thing it could do is Hyper Beam and possibly crit. And if that happens, then we absolutely did screw up again. But we needed Onyx to blow up.
now. The battle is coming right down to the
Uh-oh. Johnny. Uh-oh, Johnny! Oh, we still live. Never punished. Everything's fine.
Almost punished.
Ah! Wow. That's very funny. If that thing actually killed us with a crit Hyper Beam, I probably would have had in the stream. I would have just gone, you know what, we're done.
It's time to go
I'll
back
see
to
you
bed.
next time. I'm gonna go outside. Doesn't matter that it's 6 degrees outside right now. 6 degrees
Feels like negative
Fahrenheit, if that matters. to you.
Something. Yes.
Okay.
Victory.
Yep. Look at us. Yeah, we're gonna call it there. It's been about an hour, and I want to keep these things to about an hour. We'll do Erica next time. Man, it'll be interesting because if we did that right, we should have beaten Surge on the first try.
Yeah.
So I was gonna do 2 gym leaders each episode, but I guess I do have to take into account that I can lose. So we'll see. Maybe people just earned an extra episode of Stadium Brats at this point. So before we go, we will do what we always do and do a little cool down with a mini game at the Kids Club. So I believe I have played all of these in some form or fashion now. So I'm just gonna say, Johnny, take your pick. What mini game would you like to see?
What's the Sandshrew one?
Sandshrew one is pretty easy. You just
Dig.
mash the A or you left and right buttons. Okay,
Okay.
that'll work. So we're just digging.
Like the Ditto countdown.
Yeah. Those are quite
It's
good.
pretty good. This is it. This is
Oh,
all
oh.
you do.
Yeah, this is all you do, and I think it lost my button inputs. All right, cool. Wasn't that fun? Wasn't that fun, kids?
That was anticlimactic.
Yeah, no, it's some of these games are not very good. I think the mini games in Stadium 2 are, for the most part, much better. The only one, we're not going to play it, but the only, I'm not saying the only one. I think the 2 really good ones here are Run Rattata Run and Sushi Go Round. Those are the good mini games here. And the Hoop Pearl's probably okay if it actually worked on the Nintendo Switch Pro Controller, which it does not. It does not pick up the right stick inputs for that. So, yeah. If and when we do play Pokemon Stadium 2, then we'll get a whole new set of mini games. That Delibird delivery one is really good. So we'll probably play some of that too. Anyway, Johnny, that is it. That is all for this episode of Stadium Brats. Thanks so much for joining me. I appreciate you being here and us talking about some Gen 1 mechanics and some version exclusives and watching me fuck up against Lieutenant Surge. Just great. Maybe they'll finally promote that guy.